welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm for episode 28 with me, MrSealyp. It's been a while, ladies and gents, but I am back and I am on the Valley of the Old Farm. I have been onto Pure Farming 2018. I did purchase it, I have installed it, I've had a bit of a fiddle around with it. Everyone and his uncle seem to be doing videos on it at the moment. I do want to do some videos on it, but I don't know if I'm going to do a first look, because there are plenty out there now. People seem to have done that, and I don't want it to be kind of just jumping on the bandwagon, if you know what I mean. I finished off the West Coast because I wanted to move on to a new map, which I've done. The Roper DLC came out, and I've done a video on that, so that's done. I have kind of prepped the new map I'm going to start on, the new Let's Play. It's been a case of just trying to fit it all in. But I'm on here because my Let's Play is continuing on here, and I don't want to, stop doing it. And here's what's happened. I've had a lot of great advice. We are on late winter. As you can see, the money has gone up again. The deforestation fairies back again and back at it. I've been clearing over near my new field. So if this ever loads, over at field 82. So what I've been doing over here, not 82. No, not 82. What am I talking about? I thought that's the wrong shape. 81 here. I've got the wood chipper here, and what I've done is I've cleared a whole section down the side here, probably about that wide, I think, down to here. I've cleared a section not too deep, about 3 trees deep that way, but I've got scope to go further and make it a bigger field. So in spring there's plenty of work I can be doing on that. That's where the money's come from. I'll show that in a bit. I'm not making it up, honestly. If we scroll across now and we have a look at trees cut down, I've done 1,385 trees. Now, a lot of people also commented to say, as part of the update, and I did an update video on this map because there was an update, that I was going to be in a lot of trouble because all the trees came back. Now, I got lucky, fairly lucky. A few trees came back. These ones dotted along the side of here, which I'd cleared, came back, but none of these ones did. All the trees I cleared over by 56, my 56A field, are fine. All the trees I cleared up here by 55, fine. All the trees I cleared over by field 20, not 27, 57, fine. All been okay. I've had the odd one or two dotted about here or there that seem to have randomly reappeared, but I didn't get hit as bad as I thought I would, so that's all good. The update's done, it's all in place. We've got all the new features that are on the map, which is fantastic. Now, I've been doing clearing for the council, clearing all these lovely roads, helping all the locals get around, and as payment for that, the council have been very, very generous, and they've given me a field. I've got a new field, and that is over at, where is it? Field 49 over here. I've got a grass field right over here. If I zoom in, over this side of the map, field 49 here. Not a bad sized field, actually. I'm thinking that's going to be an orchard. I'm thinking I'm going to put water over there, nice little shed, some bit of stuff. That'll be my kind of man cave where I can go and get away from the world, sit there in my orchard and enjoy life. KJ Wiggums, thank you for the idea. That will be happening in the spring. I have got the field, so I will be using that for an orchard. That has been happening. What else has been happening? Right, as I've been going around doing all my snow blowing for the council, I've been piling up snow. You saw me do it on various different bits and bobs here and there. Massive, great big mounds of it. And a few people commented to say, the more snow that gets piled up, the laggier your map will get, because the map's got to cope with it. It's got to work out what to do with it all. And then the problem you then have is when spring comes and the snow starts to thaw and it goes layer by layer, those massive mounds stay there for ages and ages. So I spent ages and ages recollecting them with a snowblower back into a trailer. Then I was driving along the roads, putting it all back out onto the road, and then with this little device, the roller, going along and deleting it. Now you have to be careful. I've been doing it on the roads because you'll delete back to its original. This is the surface, the road. If you do it on a field, because there's snow on the ground and you don't really notice, and you drive along and you delete it all, you can delete the field back to its original state, so you have to be careful. So I spent, honestly, hours recollecting all the snow that I'd blown and put all over the place in the big mounds. My big Olympic skiing mountain that I was building over by the farm, that's all gone. I've cleared as many of the piles as I could find. So what I've been doing, instead of using the snowblower, is using the roller and kind of rolling it flat, as it were. I know it's not realistic and blowing the snow is a better option, and I know there are snow ploughs out there and various different things we can use, but like I say, the downside of that is the piles you build up, it's going to cause a problem. So deleting it actually makes life a bit easier. You can use the sweeper for this. There's the sweeper Raybold, I can't remember what the name of it is, and then there's this that's in the store, just the roller, and it deletes that snow rather than piling it all up, which is going to make the game run a little bit better, and it's not going to get too laggy and too messy. So I've been just kind of going around sorting all these things out. I am going to replace some equipment I bought fairly recently for an option that I tried out on a mod video recently. One of the slurry spreaders, I'm going to swap the one from the HORSCH aggravation pack, and I'm going to get a different one because I really liked it, so that's going to be the next thing. So what I'm going to do also is cows. I've been promising that for a while. So if I go to this, and we scroll across to economy, and we go all the way down till we get to cows, which is here. If we look at where we are now on late winter, the price is quite low. Not as low as it gets. I think in spring 3 it's quite low as well. But I want to get some now so they can be kind of getting going with what they need to do. I didn't want to get them in early winter because it becomes a nightmare for feed and straw and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get some cows because they should be fairly nicely priced, not too much, not too little. So that's coming as well. Now I am also acutely aware, if this snow continues, which it looks like there's sun coming according to the weather forecast up in the right hand corner. There is snow on the way, sun on the way, but the problem I have got is at 10 o'clock every hour the next layer drops. So all of what I've cleared will have been for nothing if at 10 o'clock the next layer then goes over what I've just done. So realistically it could be a bit pointless, but I can't do a lot about that. Now, like I say, across here I'm not clearing it, and the snow is actually quite deep here. I'm not clearing it because if I put the roller down now it will delete field, it will kind of put it all back to its original state, and I don't want that here. So I'm leaving the rolling here. I might have accidentally caught a couple of bits in my yard. Now if you look over to the right here, a lot of these trees up on this hillside I cleared. Now I've done some again already, which means in the spring I'm going to have to go back around clearing all the stumps out again, which is going to be a little bit frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. I've cleared all this, but like I say, it's going to come back. Now the other weird thing is, in the update, the big piles of snow I had here, they're gone, I've sorted those out. Is that in the update where you've got this thing where you can remove the fences, like so, which is like awesome. I had a load of trees appear, come back. Weirdly, the tree that was here, because I came along and thought, this seems very open here all of a sudden. I could have sworn there was a tree here on this corner and a tree over here too. Now I'm assuming these little bits here were where the trees were. I'm baffled. I hope I'm not imagining it, but I could have sworn there was a third tree there. I haven't got rid of it. I don't know, it just vanished. But anyway, you know, one of those weird things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the case quad track. I'm going to grab the slurry spreader, the HORSCH one with the drag hose attachment on the back, and I'm going to take that back and get rid of it. Where am I going to put this roller? Actually, I'll take it round to where the quad track is. Makes more sense doing it that way. Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning, still not particularly light, still got snow falling. It looks all very pretty and lovely. Now what I have decided to do on my new Let's Play, when I start that, I'm not going to run 3 days, I'm going to run 6-day seasons. I'm not speeding up time either. I will do jobs on certain days and then I will probably, you know, skip ahead to the next day for whatever I'm doing next. But I am going to run 6-day seasons. I just think it gives me better options for the weather, more time to do things, especially if I expand my farm. Where am I going? This is quite noisy, this, isn't it? So I'm keeping the tanker that goes on the back of the Terra variant. It's just this I'm getting rid of. I just suddenly realised this has probably got stuff in it. Did I fill it up? Yeah, 21,000 litres. I don't think I can empty it. Nope, no option to empty it. There's L3. Nope. Okay, right. Now, I could sell it, I suppose. Will it allow me to sell it? If I whiz over to send stock slurry, and then I'll see you up at the store, it might let me sell it. We'll see. Let's get some light on what I'm doing, shall we? It's a nice slurry tank. Don't get me wrong, I like it, 21,000 litres, etc, etc. Don't I keep slowing down over here? It's got some weird barrier, it's very peculiar. I do like it, but there's one I just liked a little bit more. Weirdly, because this is tracked and cool and all that. Right, I'll see you up the store in a bit. I'm wittering on, as I do. What I thought I would show you on the way over is what I've been busy doing. If you look at where all these little bushes are, this is all that was all forest. The field edge is about here, I think, on this corner here. So if you look directly ahead that way and look down that way, that's where the field was, and I've cut it all the way back to there, and I've cut off to the right that direction, only about 3 trees deep, but I can go further. You can see all the stumps. I thought I'd show that on the way over to send stocks. Holding the tree stumps as best I can. No, won't let me sell what's in it. That's weird. Oh well, I'm going to lose 21,000 litres. That's a bit annoying. Never mind. I mean, to be fair, it's not like it's expensive buying slurry from here, is it? And I've got plenty of money that I made overnight. Come on. Don't do this to me. You've got to be kidding. What's this got? 698 horsepower or something ridiculous. Do not get bogged down in the snow. Right, that's better. Right, I'm up at the store. Let's get rid of these two. The drag hose is 24,000. Let's sell that. The trailer is 38. Oh, I've lost a bit on that. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. and then obviously the slurry that's inside it. What I'm going to buy is the Garant Kotte PT 20,000, was it? What was it called? The Garant PT 20,000. I'm going to get that main colour. It's got to be MrSealyp green, hasn't it? Wide tyres, yes. Rim colour, black. I'm going to not lease it. I'm going to buy that. And then what I'm going to buy is the beam distributor, which gives me a 30-metre spread. So I'm going to get that as well. And that should be what I need. I have leased the Michieletto AM19 animal trailer. That's down, where's that? At the farm. Oh no, I didn't mean, I've had it sent to the farm. That's no good, because my lorry is at the sawmill. Doesn't matter, but anyway, right, so MrSealyp green, the Garant Kotte PT 20,000, 20,000 litres, only 1,000 litres less than one I just got rid of, and the beam distributor, which will give me a 30-metre spread. Very, very nice indeed. I thought I'd give that a go. I tried the other thing. It was okay, and I liked it, and I thought really, really cool. It was pouring slurry out of it at a hell of a rate, so I'm hoping this will be a little bit better. We'll see. Fingers crossed. It should be okay. We'll get this back, and then we'll sort the cows out. Cows going to need some serious feed. I'm intending buying quite a few. That's the plan. So let's just get that back. I'm hoping to just be able to nudge this round without fold it up, without getting it caught up. Perfect. Like I said, I did the mod review on this and I really liked it. So I'll put who the modder was in the description. Mind has gone blank. Cannot remember for the life of me, and I apologise. That will come up. So let's get this back. Might swing past selling stocks just to fill it up. And then we'll sort out getting some cows. I hope this snow stops at some point soon. Actually, I'm going to go back to the farm the normal way because I'm curious to see whether or not everything I just cleared has been recovered. I hope not. So down Partaloo, Mother Earth, potato and sugar beet sell point, plant, factory, whatever you want to call it. All the trees here on the left, they all grew back. They're a special species of tree, apparently. And yeah, rather than 5-year growth, within 24 hours you get a full tree. They're quite impressive. Okay, never mind. Now this doesn't bode well, does it? I cleared all this, and I cleared all around the yard. Yep, it's all come back again. What was the point? Oh, I hope it stops snowing soon, I really do. This is going to be tricky to do. It's quite slippy. With the new changes in the update, we've got all this stuff to this side. I did have a couple of comments left when I did the update. People saying they either really, really like it or they really, really hate it. They don't like pens with static animals. Unfortunately, we're on console. It's not as easy to have. You know, I get it. You could do it in your fields. I suppose they could have had a couple of animals that just do that usual kind of walk, hit a barrier, turn around, walk back, and you know, I suppose they could have done, but it's an addition and it's in here and it looks good, but you know, each their own. Have I left myself enough room to get down the side? I have. Right. So, cows, 4,600. Okay, that's not as cheap as I thought it was going to be. That's really weird. So that's something else that's been mentioned quite a lot, is the prices here in this economy page are based on the previous year. Well, this is my first year. I'm in winter of year 1. So whilst that is showing, hang on a minute, is that that's gone. Hang on a minute, I was not reading that wrong earlier. I'm sure I wasn't. I'm going to have to check that when I edit. I could have sworn they were all down in the 4,000s. That's now up at the 5,000 level. Did I miss something? Because according to that, the price for cows is all, even at its lowest, that says 5,950. But it's telling me it's 4,3. 4,6. That's weird. Oh, doesn't matter anyway. Cows. How many can I fit in here? 14. So I'm going to do them in bulks of 14. And I'm going to get a few. I haven't decided how many yet. I've got plenty of money. That's why I did loads of logging overnight. I wanted to get quite a few cows. I'm going to increase my sheep herd. Pigs, however... Yeah, oh, hang on, I didn't even... Oh... Right, cows. 14, I'm too busy talking. Confirm, right. Pigs, I'm thinking, when the price goes back up, I'm going to sell them. I'm going to get rid of pigs. They're costing me the stupid thing is, they're costing me a fortune. Whilst I've got plenty of money, because I'm doing the logging, and I said before, it doesn't matter, I'm doing loads of logging, I can buy pig food, and then the pig food is expensive. And when I work out what I'm going to sell the pigs for, and how many pigs I've got, I'm not going to make that money back. Not even close to making that money back. So, I think the pigs are going to go. I think. Now, I've got to be incredibly careful. I've got a full load. That's what I haven't done. Open up that top. Give him some air, MrSealyp. What's the matter? Well, I say air. It's a bit cold, the air, but, you know. Yeah, I've got to be careful because it's incredibly slippery. I don't want this trailer kicking out on me. It's different when it's a slurry tanker, but when you've got a trailer full of animals, you don't want to distress them at all. Okay. Now as I'm driving up here, I'm already thinking to myself, where was the unload point? I can't remember. We'll find it. We'll find it. It wasn't... I don't think it was this end. Oh, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Very, very quickly. Is it here? Bet it's the other end, isn't it? Of course it is. Is it here? Yep, right. Gate open. That snow's deep. Can't even see the bottom rung of the gate. Okay, right. Through the deep snow. Right, let's do it. Let's unload. First 14 cows on the Valley of the Old Farm. And there we go. They're not going to like the cold very much, I don't think. Now, the interesting thing is going to be to see how has that affected my feed situation. Okay, that's not too bad. Water, straw's going to need doing, feed's okay, I've got 14. I'm going to go for, I reckon. I've done it again, you absolute... You know when you could really kick yourself? How many times? I wrote on my pad, I wrote, cows, for this episode. In big letters, buy one, exclamation mark, sell, then buy. What did I do? Buy 14. And so it is, at great personal expense. Another one of my hiccups. It's cost me money. Never mind. I've sold them and repurchased them. So I've got my 14 back in here. And hopefully now, health now says 80% rather than 1%. Okay, I'm going to aim for quite a few cows. Like I say, I'm going to sell pigs when the price is better. I'm not going to keep the pigs. Sheep, I'm going to increase the herd. Cows, because I've got a fair bit of money overnight, I'm going to go heavy and I'm going to go hard straight away. I'm going to get quite a few. And we'll get cracking on this farm. They're going to need a lot of feeding. Where are they all? Oh, here we go. Just hanging out. Definitely need more. It's a big pasture. Need more cows. Right, back off. Let's buy some more. Feed's okay at the moment. Once I start getting more in here, then they're going to need topping up. But for the time being, all looking good. Let's close this gate, shall we? Perfect. Let's get back up to the livestock market and grab some more. Okay. The last load is leaving the livestock market. I've just spent about £515,000. I was going to go for 100, but because this I mean, I could have done 100. At the end of the day, this trailer takes 14, and it worked out. I think one load under took me to 98 cows, which wasn't 100. One load over took me to 112. So I've got 98 are sitting there at the farm. This is the next 14, which will take me to 112 cows. The snow has stopped, and now it's raining. Lovely. Mind you, that could make the conditions even more treacherous if it freezes. But it is an indication, however slight, that we are heading towards spring. Hopefully there'll be no more snow. Now, if I'm reading that right, top right hand corner says air temperature is 2 degrees. The ground temperature is still -2, and the ground is still frozen, so I can't do anything with it. But air temperature has gone up. That's why it's rain and not snow. So with the precipitation coming down, let's get these last ones in, unload, 112. Confirm. The worry now is the feed situation. So let's have a quick look. Yep, that's pretty dire. Everything is now in the red, which is what I would expect. So, whoa, okay, listen, I need to sort them out. Let's get this out of the way. Now, I've already got the fence. Oh, that's a bit of a snowdrift. Beacon's off. I've got the fence with the water, so let's get them watered first. The other side, I've got the man aggro truck pack lorry vehicle that I've had for a while. So that is going to put the straw bedding in. Then I'm going to use that, I think, to go backwards and forwards to the silo. Snow is deep. And get some TMR in here. Where's the water? That's just out here, isn't it? I'm going to need more than 7,300 litres. That I do know. Actually, while it's doing that, might as well get the straw in as well. This thing was sliding all over the place when I drove it over here. So let's back it in. I think it's here I unload it. Cover off. And unload. Whoa, that took all of it, okay. Straw, well that's it. Hasn't even touched the sides. Wow, okay. Water's not so bad. Another one of those should do it. But straw, this is going to require a few loads backwards and forwards, isn't it? Now it's raining, it doesn't matter about me leaving the back open so much. When it was snowing, if you don't put the cover over it, it fills up with snow, so that wasn't particularly helpful. So let's get a load more in here. I suppose what I could really do is get the other trailer, the 42,000 litre one, the aggro liner, and just fill that, and just dump as much in as it requires. Whoa, there we go, bit of a slide. Actually, I can probably drive straight through here, can't I? And also, I've just spotted something I wasn't sure about, but it looks like it needs doing. You've got to muck out yourself. Woohoo! I think I've just bought too many cows. I'm going to spend all my time here just working on the cows. I think I really am going to have to knock one of them on the head. It's probably going to be the pigs, isn't it? I'll try and balance all of it, but I think once I start doing all my crops in spring, trying to keep up with all of this as well might prove a little bit tricky, but I'll see how we get on. It might be. Right, how are we looking now? Straw still in the orange. It's going to take a while. Right, I'm going to carry on feeding, and what I'll do, I'll check back in once the feeding's done and they're all up to where they need to be, so they're all happy. Lovely. Still, I don't mind this. I looked forward to the snow. I really wanted it. I know I mentioned it before. Seasons mod, I wanted snow more than anything else. After 3 days of it, and you're like, oh, that's the trouble is, on my new Let's Play, if I run a 6-day cycle, you could potentially get 6 days of snow. I honestly don't know what I would do in those 6 days. Yeah, anyway, go indoors and read a book, probably. Where am I going? The lorry's here. I'm not going to carry the straw by hand. Well, I've been busy. I need to get something to clear this all up with, actually. the feed that ends up on the floor. Whether I use a bucket or something, I don't know. But feed wise, I'm looking, it's in the green now for silage, hay, power food, total mix ration. It splits between both of those anyway, so it doesn't matter what you put in first. I'm going to need a load of total mix ration because I'm using a colossal amount. I don't think I made anywhere near enough. But anyway, I've decided to hook up the man to the larger trailer. I think it goes up under it just about. Oh, with about an inch to spare. I'm filling up both and bringing them back. So we'll be done pretty much soon. That'll be filled up and the cows will be good to go. But that feed will only last 3 days. It's not like it's going to get me through the year. I'm going to have to make loads more. So, that's it from this episode. We've got cows, finally. It's raining instead of snowing. We are moving towards spring. Our march through the year continues, and we will be on our 2nd year on the Valley, the old farm, which is quite exciting when you think about it. I think it's the first time I'm on what, episode 28? This is episode 28. And we're only just coming on to the 2nd year. There's loads more to do, new machinery, new equipment, and it's all going very well. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.